Hi, kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Harris here, and happy Friday, everybody. And today is our fifth and last day learning and reading with our book called Rain and written by Manya Stojic. And remember, she's the author and the illustrator. That means that she wrote the words and drew the pictures for this informational book. Remember, it's a nonfiction book, so it's a book that gives us information. Remember, it was giving us information about how these different animals can sense the rain. It was also giving us information on how these different animals need the rain, what they need the rain for, what helps, what the rain helps the world around them to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to read through the book. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to read through the whole book today. And then at the end, we're going to talk about all the questions that we've been asking and answering about this book. And then I'm going to tell you what your assignment's going to be in Seesaw for us today. So Rain by Manya Stojic. I just love this book. Rain, written and illustrated by Manya Stojic. It was hot. Everything was hot and dry. The red soil was hot and dry and cracked. A porcupine sniffed around. It's time, she whispered. The rain is coming. I can smell it. I must tell the zebras. Lightning flashed. The rain is coming, said the zebras. Porcupine can smell it. We can see it. We must tell the baboons. Thunder boomed. The rain is coming, cried the baboons. Porcupine can smell it. The zebras can see it. We can hear it. We must tell the rhino. A raindrop splashed. The rain is here, said the rhino. Porcupine smelled it. The zebras saw it. The baboons heard it. And I felt it. I must tell the lion. The lion spoke in a deep purr. Yes, the rain is here. I can smell it. I can see it. I can hear it. I can feel it. And, he sighed, I can taste it. It rained, and it rained, and it rained. It rained until every river gushed and gurgled. It rained until every water hole was full. Then the rain stopped, and everywhere long feathery grasses grew from the soil. Every tree began to sprout fresh green leaves. I can't taste the rain now, purred the lion, but I can enjoy the shade of these big green leaves. I can't feel the rain now, said the rhino, but I can lie in the cool, soft, squelchy mud. We can't hear the rain now, shouted the baboons, but we can eat fresh, juicy fruit from the trees. We can't see the rain now, said the zebras, but we can have a refreshing drink from the water hole. The sun shone over the plain. It was hot. Everything was drying out. The red soil was hot and dry. A tiny crack appeared. And that is the end of our informational book, Rain by Manya Stojic. Give us lots of information about why The rain is so important to these animals and what the rain does to the earth around them to help them live their lives. So now I want to kind of show you what we're going to do using this book, Rain. And I'm going to be sharing with you my question chart that we have seen before. Share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so we have been working on asking and answered questions about key details in an informational text. And this text gave us, text is just another word for book, boys and girls. So in this book, we've gotten lots of information about what these different things around the earth, what happens when it rains, and how do those things help the animals. So here was our question. Here's one of our questions for today. Where do the animals get all of those things like the fruit and the mud and the water hole? So where did it come from? So over here, Mrs. Harris, we've talked about this a lot. I would write it came from the rain, okay? And then I would put a picture of the rain. So now here's what I want you to do. I am going to over here, I'm going to put in some pictures of some of the animals that we've seen in our book. So for instance, I'm going to do a porcupine. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Here comes a good porcupine. There he is. There's the porcupine. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put over here, what did the rain do to help the porcupine? So remember, if we look in our book and we look back to the porcupine, here he is. He could smell the rain coming. He went to tell the zebras. So after it rained and rained and rained, the porcupine got to enjoy the nice, cool grass. Instead of having all of that red, dry soil, he got to have nice, cool grass. So then over here, I want you to draw a picture of the porcupine in his nice, cool grass. I'm going to put a square over here for you to do that. And I'll finish all this up later. Okay, so this is what's going to be in your seesaw. I'm going to have the animals on one side, and then on the other side is where I want you to answer my question of what did the rain do for these animals in our story, Rain. So on this side, you can draw a picture, you can click the little microphone and record your voice telling me, but I want to know what you learned about the rain and what it does for these animals on Earth. Okay, and so thank you, boys and girls, and that's all I have for this week for our book Rain. And next week, I will be back with a brand new story for you. Thank you.